Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, the 29th of December 2013, and I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday with that cold. So, as I said in HMRC Whistleblower Part 5, it's now August 2004. We're now up to August 2004, and like I said in my previous blog, HMRC managers are absolutely fuming that a doctor has written a report in my favour, and now they're getting together to conspire how to pursue the case against me. Well, what happened next is that they decided that the complaints against me on their own were extremely weak, which they were. The complainants had failed to state, for example, on what date I was meant to have bullied members of staff. They have failed to say on the date I was meant to have sexually harassed members of staff, and they have failed to state when I was meant to have, the date I was meant to have expressed support for suicide bombers. From their point of view, the problem then is they cannot say whether I was in work when these alleged offences took place, as I've already pointed out to them. So what they've done is they've decided against HMRC procedures that the best way to secure a guilty verdict is to put all the complaints together. Well, the complaints are always together in my view. 5 people don't complain about you at the same time. There must be an element of conspiracy, particularly as it was obvious that Tim Fisher even said so in his complaint when he said all the other complainants would back him up. Hence, he must have got together to discuss them with him. But they've decided to put all the complaints together in order to secure a guilty verdict. As I've just said, the way it will be done is if you put all the complaints together, then you may say somebody is innocent of one thing, but if then they come back and say, well, somebody else has complained about this, and then somebody else has complained about that, and somebody else has complained about that, the more complaints you have against somebody, no matter how untrue those complaints are, they stick, because while you're just defending yourself, HMRC are getting all these people to put in complaints and they're charging you with various offences at the same time. Now, the allegations are very weak on their own and they're untrue. But if you throw enough mud, it will stick. Hence why HMRC are going to put all these complaints together. Now, that is not only unfair, but it's against HMRC procedures. But because HMRC cannot find me guilty using normal civil service and HMRC disciplinary procedures, they are abandoning those procedures, which shows you how independent they are. I've already complained to Doug Howell about this, and he's basically come back and said, well, my bosses have ordered me to do that, and that's what I've got to do. And I said to Doug, well, you're supposed to be independent of these bosses. If you're independent of them, how can they be ordering you to do anything? He put the phone down. So I'm going to be charged with all the complaints at the same time, and I'll be hearing very shortly, so to say, who has been appointed to investigate them. But whoever has been appointed to investigate them, you can guarantee one thing: they will do what HMRC bosses tell them to do, and they will find what HMRC bosses tell them to find. So that's where we are at the moment. And like I said, it's appalling, it's disgusting, and all because I blew the whistle on unacceptable behaviour within HMRC, as all staff are encouraged to do so.